Hello and welcome to my Wednesday forecast. And let's get started. What I'm seeing with the euro is I'm seeing this V reversal and I'm seeing a range. And we know that a common pattern on the euro is that we can get this V reversal, then this range, and then a continuation of the second leg. So this is a high probability setup, and it happens very often on the euro. When it happens, it plays out very good. So what I can forecast right here is that we can get more of a range and then a drop to the downside. Then I would be looking for a bump. Or if we get more of an ascending here, nice clean ascending, drop to the downside, I would also look for a bump. Or maybe we get a push, pull back, another push, look for a bullet. So yeah, those would be high probability scenarios since I'm seeing that this pattern is forming, but I need some confirmation. I need to see some momentum to downside in order to enter it. And as you can see, we have this small ascending here inside of this range. What can also happen is we can continue ascending and then push to the upside. So that is also a possibility. Or we can just push to the upside straight from here and then look for a bump. Or maybe we get an just a second. The drawing thing is not working. So a push, pull back, another push, and then look to enter a bullet trade. So yeah, or we can just stay ranging in this area since we are in this larger range. So that is also a possibility, but what I would like to see, as I said, a V reversal, then a range, and then a push, nice clean push to the downside. So that's it for the euro. Currently waiting to see some momentum. The Aussie is looking a little bit different. We had a V reversal, but then we got this descending structure. And then we broke the high, retraced, and broke the high, continued with momentum. But what we got on top of this momentum is double wicks. So in my plan, when I see double wicks, I want to see more of a range, especially because I see that we are range bound right here. So there are liquidity areas on top. So here is the liquidity area. And on the bottom, there is also a liquidity area right here. So I really need to see a nice clean range in order to enter, let's say, a long trade here. But I am seeing some momentum to the upside, and this I would classify as a nice push to the upside. So we will see how the pullback looks like. So we can just get a range right here. Or maybe we will get a push from here. Then I'll look for a bullet trade, because it would signal continuation of the trend and the continuation of the momentum. What can also happen, we can get just this ascending structure. Then I'll look for an impulse to the downside and a bump. Or we get a huge impulse, then I would look also for a bump. What can also happen is we can get this sort of a V reversal. Then I would stay out and see what happens. Maybe we get a range, then another push down. As I said, this is a common pattern. So yeah, we need to see what happens. What can also happen is we can get a nice clean descending that pushes into the lower liquidity area. Then we get a nice impulse to the upside, and then I will look for a trade. So those are the main possibilities that I can forecast. Currently, this is looking like momentum for me, and I am looking to enter a long trade, but I need to see some more. I need to see some confirmation in order to be looking for look for a trade. So yeah, let's move on now to the Aussie and the Japanese yen. So what we have here is also we had this severe reversal. Then we broke the low, retraced with a huge wick, broke the high, retraced also with a huge wick, which signaled to us a range. And we did get this range between the low and the high. So what I can forecast is that we will just get back in this range and stay ranging, something like this. but we are seeing a push here. So if we get a continuation, I would look for a trade, but currently there are liquidity areas above and below this range. So we need to be careful and we need to see what happens when the price reaches these liquidity areas, because if we retrace on this candle, it gives us weakness and it shows us that we are still just being range bound. But if we get a nice continuation, I would look for, let's say, a bond trade. I would also like to see, just a second, push, pull back, another push, look for a bullet, and this would be very high probability and very clean. What can also happen, we can get an ascending into this liquidity area, then a push to the downside, look for a bump. This would also be a high probability trade since we reached the liquidity area. Or we can get just, let's say, a V reversal right here. Then I will look for a range and the second leg down. Or we can get a nice clean descending that goes into the lower liquidity area, push to the upside, look for a trade. What can also happen is a nice big push, pullback, another clean push, look also for a trade because it would signal a trend. So yeah, those are the main possibilities on this pair. Currently, we broke out of this range into the liquidity area, so this candle is crucial and we need to see how it closes and if it has continuation. So that's it for the forecast. Those are my three pairs and I will see you in the next one.